Greetings, dear viewers. Set on the front lines of natural disasters, our new video challenges the power of nature by warning about the devastating floods captured by our cameras. Follow us to witness real moments of humanity's encounter with the relentless power of water, bringing not only destruction but also serious loss of life. Learn the extent of the economic damage caused by these natural disasters and immerse yourself in stories of survival and recovery. Prepare for an amazing journey through the tragedy and strength of the human spirit as it faces the storms of nature. The first city covered in our review is Mandi, a small Indian city in the state of Himachal Pradesh, located about 90 miles north of the state capital and populated by over 26,000 people. This developing city is considered one of the best in India in terms of local economy, but it still retains its historic charm. Unfortunately, in July 2023, some of that charm was lost due to the raging floods that swept through the city. This disaster was particularly devastating given that many cities in Himachal Pradesh are built near hills and mountains, making them prone to landslides. Local authorities warned people about the danger of landslides, and residents sought safe shelter, but were unable to escape the natural disaster. As much as 6 inches of rain fell in a short period of time. Mandi, which was among the worst affected towns, witnessed the severe effects of this flood. However, it should be noted that other places around Himachal Pradesh did not escape the devastation either, with around 2,000 people falling victim to the natural disaster. The next site in our review is the city of Bosart in Turkey. It faced a massive flash flood in mid-August 2021. Located near the shore of the Black Sea, Bosart is a small town of about 5,300 people, a few miles from the sea itself. Turkish weather stations recorded an incredible 16 inches of rain in 48 hours.
Köprü yıkıldı. Köprü yıkıldı eyvah. Aman yarabbim. Allah, o köprü oraya sıkışacak şimdi. Of, felaket. Vallahi felaket. Vallahi felaket. Şuna bak şuna. Orada ne yaptın? Çok kötü. Çok kötü, çok kötü. Çok kötü. O köprüde gidecek şimdi. Yıkılıyor. Aa eyvah, taşıyor. Taştı baba, taştı bak.
Tamam yavrum, tamam görüyorum.
Allah'ım ya. Allah. Allah. Anne ya, ne oluyor? Baba nerede? Allah. Amcam kaldı oradan.
Sen neredesin? Sen neredesin?
Sağa sola yayılıyor.
Abi basıyor şu an. Bir taraf değil, öbür taraf değil.
Allah'ım ya.
Gidiyor. Allah'ım sen yardım et. Kimseyi bırakma orada, insanları koru.
With water flowing down from Mont K and through logging areas south of town, the creek was quickly clogged. Video footage vividly demonstrates why Bossart was one of the hardest hit during this terrible storm. The creek was unable to contain the power of the water, and water levels rose as much as 13 feet in some areas around Bossart. Cars were swept down the roads, and those with first-floor homes and businesses likely lost everything. In the end, the mayor of Bossart emphasized that the town was so devastated that it was simply impossible to describe in one word. More than 300 villages were left without power. Vehicles overturned in the streets and thick layers of mud covered much of the area. Genoa, located in the Liguria region of Italy, is the capital of the area and home to more than 550,000 residents. Ranked as the sixth largest city in Italy due to its location on the Ligurian Sea, it plays a key role in Mediterranean trade. It is considered the busiest port in Italy and the sixth busiest in the European Union. However, its strategic location makes it vulnerable to storms and floods. Genoa experienced particularly severe natural disasters during the 2011 floods caused by tropical storms. On November 4 of that year, footage from the streets of Genoa shocked viewers by showing the devastating effects of this natural disaster. Genoa was not the only city to face this struggle, as over 500 inches of rain fell between Tuscany and Liguria. This heavy rain quickly overflowed rivers, with serious consequences. Italian Prime Minister Silvio Berlusconi suggested that buildings in flood zones were partly to blame. It was impractical to build in these areas, and when the water receded, the streets were left covered in rubble and overturned cars. The bridge over Pellice Creek collapsed, and several harbors were filled with mud and debris. Many people lost their homes, and the first floors of high-rise buildings were also badly damaged. Frankfurt am Main is the fifth most populous city in Germany. There was a lot of water there in August 2023 because heavy rains in southern Germany led to hundreds of basements and streets flooded with muddy water. Other underground facilities, such as train stations, were flooded in the same way. Passengers at the Zoetonhof train station had to wring out their socks. This was happening all over Frankfurt. Frankfurt International Airport was forced to cancel dozens of flights after the takeoff runway flooded. It was not the first time flooding has affected the German subway. There was massive property damage. Last in today's review will be the flooding in China. Summer 2023. Monsoons, typhoons, and heavy rains hit the country. By July 29th, 16 cities and provinces had record rainfall and flooding, the culprit being Typhoon Doxy. China's capital Beijing had the highest rainfall in 140 years, with almost 7 months of rainfall in 3 days. It was amazing to watch all those cars floating down the river like bath toys. In some shots, it was hard to tell where the river ends and the road begins. Everything was underwater, over 1.8 billion cubic meters of water. At least 1.5 million people were reportedly affected by the flooding, with rural areas of Beijing the hardest hit. Hundreds of thousands of acres of farmland have been submerged. That will take years to recover. Economic losses exceeded $13.2 billion, making Typhoon Doxy one of the costliest natural disasters in China's history. By the end of this video, we hope you have realized how serious a problem floods are and the horrific catastrophic consequences they can cause. These frightening scenarios remind us of the importance of taking action to combat climate change, preserve ecosystems, and sustainably manage water resources. The hope for the future lies in global cooperation, stricter measures to reduce greenhouse gas emissions, and the development of innovative technologies that can help prevent or at least mitigate the effects of such natural disasters. Let's work together to preserve our planet for future generations and prevent the new horrific scenarios we have just described. Be vigilant and take care of our common home, the Earth. Thanks for watching, subscribe, leave comments, and see you in the new issue.